Hey guys, it's Along. Last night I released an update to my Fringe Lands mod, which, among other things, added biome scaling. So now the biomes will now scale according to the X or Z noise multiplier, or hence the strange snow stripes you see here. This is I'm in a world with the X noise multiplier set to 1 billion. So my position right now is actually equivalent to about 4.6 trillion blocks away from spawn, and 0 on the z-axis. If I head over in this direction, you'll see that around 4.76 trillion, the snow just stops generating and gives way to endless forest. So this actually is so it turns out that the strange grassland from beta 1.202 Aether after that point is actually an endless forest biome, but for whatever reason, after 2 to the 32, the trees don't generate there. That's probably a hard limit, actually. In fact, since my game froze when I tried to teleport exactly 2 to 32 on beta 1.202 Aether. Yeah. And as you'll see later in the video, deserts actually stop generating much earlier, like around 1 or 2 trillion. And the z multiplier in this world is just set to 1, so 1 block on the z-axis is still equivalent to 1 block on the z-axis in a regular world. So now let's hop onto another world here. So this is a world with both multipliers set to 10 billion. Now let's head back to the middle here. So you will see like just a random platter of biomes, and you will see like a very noisy pattern of snow, much like when snow is actually falling on uncovered ground. And a very noisy pattern of sandblocks here, but you will see that the sandblocks stop pretty quickly at a position equivalent to about 500 billion blocks in both axes. And the point where deserts stop generating actually varies. Is like the closer one axis is to 0, the further out deserts can still generate. And eventually, and if we travel off in this direction eventually, as we head into the trillions range, again, 1 block on this map is equivalent to 10 billion blocks in a regular world. You will eventually see even the snow stops and gives way to to a forest that generates all the way out to the corner of Fringe Lands. And if I head over to this other quadrant here, there's a diagonal line up here. If I head over to this other quadrant, where you can actually see a diagonal line in the biome fill noise far lands. There is actually a spike in the biome generation here, similar to the spike-like artifacts in the corner of Fringe Lands, and we set both the multipliers very high. Here's the edge biome fill noise far lands. And I also added scaling of the beach noise in this mod. So you can actually see the set of farlands related to the sand and gravel beaches that start at 68,746,736. So indeed, in the southeast quadrant of the farlands in my creative map, when I get up to the point where I'll start building terrain trillions of blocks out, in that area between 28 and 30 million, where I will build the terrain from much larger coordinates, I will actually start building only forest biomes. There's a fire right there. Alright. And lastly, I'll show you guys something else. Hop on this world here. So this is just a corner of Fringe Lands. Which in this map we're not quite a sky grid. And now let's hop onto the other world that I played. Game is lagging a bit, so let's try to kill all here. No longer 148 entities, so that's not it. Okay. Alright, so now let's hop onto another world of ours. Let's hop on to another world that I played on this morning. So here's the seed minus 3 quadruple 47508597776 around the start of the infinite forest at 1.04 billion on the z-axis. And once again, this is actually the seed on my beta 1.228 world, which I found by going into the leveled up depth. So you can see once again the snow just stops generating at 4,760,000,000,000 and 13 million blocks out, and gives way to an endless forest. And once again, that tree generation thing is in beta 1.228, there is likely a hard limit. I found that at 4,294,900,000, the trees and forest biomes they were generating normally, but at 4,295,000,000, they were not. And when I tried teleporting to exactly 4,294,967,296, or 2 to the 32, the game froze, and that might actually have to do with it. So yeah, the download link for the new version of the Fringe Lands mod is in the description down below. And that's about all I got for today. That's about all I got today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell and click on all for all notifications. And goodbye.